NHL Network, and when Wayne Gretzky speaks, we listen. Here he is on Leon Draisaitl. This is a direct quote. The thing about Leon is he's an unreal passer, but he's a true goal scorer too. When I played with Brett Hull, if I gave him the puck in the slot, it was in the net. Leon gets a chance, it's in the net. Me and Connor McDavid, and I'm not trying to compare myself to Connor, we have to work for our goals. Leon is just a natural.
Wait,
just let that sink in for a moment. Let's just take a break for a moment. It's Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's incredible. That he thinks that highly of Connor.
Yes.
I mean, if I'm Connor, I'm like, whoa, hang on a second.
And then if you're Leon,
yeah,
the natural.
Yeah.
I have goosebumps. I'm thinking of Robert Redford taking it deep and the lights coming down. Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Consider the source.
What a praise. It doesn't get any better than that. So but I like the comparables there as far as talking about Leon Draisaitl being, he's a pure goal scorer. That's what he is. Connor's not a pure goal scorer, which is funny because he gets 30 in his sleep. But it's different. He has to have highlight reel. I mean, Leon could just blow a puck past a goalie. We don't really see Connor overly doing that. That's not a knock to him. He does a lot of other things pretty darn good. So what a praise from the great one.
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, Connor is human highlight reel, basically, right?
Totally.
Everything he does is human. Where Draisaitl is a little bit different, but gets the job done just as efficient as McDavid does. And we got some tape on him. If we roll some tape on Draisaitl, kind of explain the different ways he gets it done. And I think it starts with he's a big body. He's not afraid to go in front of the net. He uses his size here. He's in front of the net, gets beat on a little bit, and with his frame, he's able to do that. But with that, he also has speed. Might look a little slow next to Connor McDavid, but everybody does as Connor keeps going. But he's a fast guy for his size. As you see here, he blows by 2 Winnipeg Jets. And then you talk about his shot. Normal shots, that's not going in there. But he has enough velocity, enough power that sneaks in through 5-hole. And he's finding those little spots. His one-timer's unbelievable, as we saw on the tape there. Another one-timer there, and he does it in different ways. And I think that's what makes him so effective is it's not a one-timer only. He goes in front of the net. He can tip pucks. He gets to those dirty areas. And then you put in his playmaking on top of that. He's a facilitator. He can make those plays. He's such a big guy that guys have to draw to him to try to defend him. It doesn't take one guy to knock him off the puck. It takes a couple of guys to knock him off the puck. And he knows how to find those open guys. And here, he's good on faceoffs, too. I mean, he was 57% on faceoffs this year. I mean, that's high, right? So in all areas of the game, he gets it done. And like I said, a little bit different than McDavid does.
Holy smokes.
He's doing it. He's doing it a little bit different, but he's unbelievable at it, obviously, and it's impressive.
It was Callie's idea to show his last 82 games. That's a season's worth of work. That's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable. And, Kucherov was up there, I think, last year or 2 years ago. 128. And if you go back even further than that, I think the last to do it was Yager and Lemieux.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Another rare thing that he provides that we talk about kind of those unicorn-type players where nobody else is like him, and that's Leon Draisaitl. He's the only 50-50 guy that our league has seen in recent years. And I think the only one that can do it each year. 50 goals, 50 assists. Who else? I mean, Ovi's going to get he gets 50 all the time. He's not a 50 assist guy. And you talk about, I think Austin Matthews might be the best chance at being a 50-50, but I don't even know if that stretched. Steven Stamkos in his heyday. I mean, I think I looked at this a while ago. I think you have to date back probably 15, 20 years for the last 50-50 guy in this league, and Leon Draisaitl has done that a couple times.
You've mentioned assists, obviously 50-50. You're talking goals, assists. The game he played against Ottawa, he had 6 assists, Leon Draisaitl. The last guy to do that, Eric Lindros in the 20th century. If you're in the same breath, and both of them are such massive humans, to be able to set up 6 goals, granted it's Ottawa. They've lost 8 in a row, 7-1. But still, this is a National Hockey League opponent.
Other people are playing Ottawa, too.
Yeah.
And we ain't seen that. Yeah. So, yeah, no, it's impressive what these guys do on a nightly basis. The fact that they're running away with the Art Ross between the two of them and the way that game went, I mean, Callie, I don't know. When I saw this the other night, when I saw the stat line, It's almost getting to the point where I'm numb to it, where I'm like, oh, cool, another big game.
We're getting spoiled.
Another big game from the boys. But yeah, they don't have, like, I get more surprised when they don't get any points or 1 point.
And I was listening to Tippett after the game too, and he was talking about Draisaitl coming into this year and how much he wanted to be a better two-way player. And I think that's huge for the Edmonton Oilers. I mean, look at them. They can put up all the points they want, but at the end of the day, they got to keep the puck out of the net. And I know both those guys want to win hockey games. And I don't put much into this at all. He's a +10 right now, but I mean, that's important. You know, I mean, and to have him as one of your league guys coming in and making sure he wants to play good defensive hockey, that's going to trickle down, and that's what Edmonton needs. I mean, everybody loves the goals they score, the points they get, but at the end of the day, they want playoffs and they want wins, right? So that team has to change a little bit mindset, but I love watching it.
It's fun.
We're talking small sample size earlier about standings. The third highest scorer in the league has 14 points. Both these guys are 21 and up. So they've already widened and created a gap. It reminds me of last year, a full season where Leon, Hart Trophy, Art Ross, we knew he was going to win those with weeks to go. It was either going to be him or Connor. This is, I like the way you guys put it, we're spoiled. We're accustomed to them putting up gaudy numbers to the degree that if they don't, you're like, what happened?
What's going on with them?
Yeah. What are you doing?
You get paid to do one thing. Come on.
Come on.
No, it's true, though. And I think that's the thing with these guys that is so unique. Even with this season, I wish for more reasons than this, but I wish this was 82 games. I mean, the clip that they're both at right now, I mean, and this is with this team being a bubble team. So do they have another gear to try to push them into the playoffs? I mean, we'll have to see, but I would have liked to have seen it over 82.
Yeah, and they're both durable. They're two durable guys as well.
Good point.
You know, and obviously with his size, I see him do it year after year. I mean, he's a big guy that gets it done, and, you know, he doesn't break down, and which is going to be big during this season, you know, because they play a ton of minutes, those two, right? They have such a big load. So for them to both be durable and be able to play those minutes in a consistent night-to-night basis and still do this, it's remarkable.
I don't have a horse in the race. I want them to be in the playoffs because I want hockey fans to see them on the brightest, biggest stage with the brightest lights. They deserve that. I want to see what they do when the Stanley Cup is on the line. We're going to take a break.